Well, hi, friends. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life. Welcome to my daily diary segment. Today, I want to go through what I did on Friday, the 22nd of September through Monday, the 25th of September of 2023. So on Friday, the 22nd, I did some taping here in our studio at the beginning of the day, and you had my usual morning routine of talking with administrative staff and then having the all-staff briefing. Visited with various staff throughout the morning and also did some work at my desk related to the following topics: some election-related emails going out to our volunteers, planning for some upcoming trips, giving some approvals on email blasts that we're sending out, looking ahead to January to the Walk for Life West Coast and helping make some plans for that, approving some appeals, and approving also the monthly reading for our pastoral team. That and the various staff meetings brought me into the afternoon when at 3 o'clock, a car took me to the Orlando airport. Now, on the way there, in the car at 3 o'clock, I had a media interview, a national interview talking about abortion and the elections. Took care of that, also checked in with other staff, and then got there, checked in for my flight, and did various work on my laptop, as well as some reading on the plane before going up to, before landing in White Plains, New York, where I was going up to visit with my family. I was there with my mom on Saturday, the 23rd, in Portchester, New York. Now, what I had to do there was start working on the October plan, as I call it. In other words, this time of month, I look at the following month and do detailed day-by-day planning, putting into place certain things that I have to take care of each month and making sure that the time is scheduled for those things. So I did work on that, had to do some work in relation to voter guides that we'll be distributing during the election in regard to some speaking possibilities for the Legatus organization. Catholic CEOs, you know who you are, and I'll be letting all of you know more about Legatus. Amendments that are being introduced by the pro-abortion forces in different states, did some work on that. We have a video of a baby burial of aborted babies, that I did at EWTN years ago, and we're redeploying that. So I did some work in regard to that, and also in regard to planning for some upcoming trips. My mom likes IHOP, so we went to IHOP for a Saturday lunch. Continued visiting with her there at home and with my brother. And then we did some other, I did some other reading and preparation and work while I was there at home. That was Saturday the 23rd. On Sunday the 24th, I had a speaking engagement up in Poughkeepsie. So about an hour and 15 minutes north of where my mom lives. I got in the car and drove there in the morning, met up with some really fervent Christians and their pastors who gathered there at a convention center, and we had a morning of praise, worship, and well into the afternoon. Materials, I had a table of Priests for Life materials there. You'll see postings about this on my social media. We really encourage the troops, if you will, to stand firm in a time when our nation is in a clear battle between good and evil. That was the topic of most of the talks that were given. So I enjoyed being with the folks there, stayed there until mid-afternoon, then drove back, had dinner at home with my brother and mom, and actually went to bed early then that night. Was kind of tired. Did a couple of things on my email, such as some work on a flyer that we are updating, a brochure, I should say, about the pro-life commitment is Eucharistic, and also some communication with our web folks about a news page. The National Pro-Life Religious Council doing some communication in regard to that, approving some Christmas cards. We're getting ready to get those printed for 2023, and also some work in regard to our upcoming leadership meeting, where we coordinate the meetings of national pro-life leaders. That brought me to the end of the day on Sunday the 24th. And on Monday the 25th, I was again there at home, visiting with my mom. I had some email work to do and communication with Sister Dee Dee Byrne and also with Mark Hauk, two people that many of you have come to know in the pro-life news of our day. Communicating with both of them because we're going to honor them at the National Prayer Service. They'll be with us in January on the day of the March for Life at that prayer service. So I communicated with them about that. Then did some work with my team on our political site, our election site, looked at some 2024 dates for key meetings that we have to plan on the calendar now, and also was responding some invitations to lead on a national prayer call. From 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m., I had an interview that I did, and then I had lunch with my mom. I picked up some things at the local fish store, which is one of our favorites, and had a late lunch of some fish, and then visited there more with the family as the day concluded, and like to take my daily walk outside right across the street from where the house is. It's the local high school stadium, and it was an enjoyable day. So those were the events of the 22nd through the 25th of September of 2023. Hope your work is going well for the unborn. We do all this for them and for the Lord and for his kingdom. God bless you, and we will talk to you soon.